Hey, right, this lesson is all about Stairway to Heaven, taking 5 licks from the solo, so we're not doing the complete thing. You can see that I've done a YouTube short on that, so that'll be linked somewhere on here or up there. So with this, you've got 5 licks covering a range of pentatonic shapes as you plough through these, and hopefully shows the good diverse range from the solo. If you do like this video, please do consider liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell button for the future notifications, and visiting the socials. Please share this video, it is important. Give it a thumbs up and comment with a nice little comment if you so desire. Lessons not available here on YouTube, you'll find on Patreon along with other backing tracks. There we go, that is about all I need to say. Let's get on with the lesson. Lick 1. This one is obviously the opening lick to the solo for Stairway to Heaven. So basing everything around A minor pentatonic, you will be very pleased to know. So this starts with your 5th fret on 5th fret, 7th fret on that 3rd string. Full tone, and if you want to put vibrato on it, entirely your choice. And then we've got a rundown of the pentatonic from the A note itself on that 1st string. So you've got the 5 1st string, 8 5 on the 2nd string. Now I pull off the 8 to the 5, but same with the 7 to the 5 on the 3rd string, which is your next step. So now as you get to the 7 on the D string, you want to roll that finger back across to the 3rd string, the G, to that 7th fret. So then back to the 5 on the 3rd string, and then a run down like that, which is going to be 7 5 on the D string, and then the 8th fret, which is the F, and that also lands at the same time as the F chord comes into the sequence on the 8th fret of your A string. So slowly you end up with this. And again. And that's lick number 1. Let's move on to lick number 2. Lick 2. Right, this one takes you from shape 1 of your pentatonics, straight natural minor, bringing in the the F note just there, and then you're going up to position 4 of your pentatonics, and that again is kind of sort of working around a triad, if you like. Anyway, so the A minor triad, A minor 7. So we start with the 7th fret on the D string, going to the 5 on the G, 6 on the 2nd string. So that brings in an F major, part of an F major triad. So you've got then you have pull off from 7 to 5 on the 3rd string, going to 7, and that's on the 4th string, back to the 5 on the 3rd string. So now going into the 14, it says 12 to 14, but you can do it precisely, or you can just move into the 14 from where you are. So up to you, however you want to tackle that, but for the purpose of showing you it, we'll have 12 14 slides, very quick, almost on the beat, and then that's on the 4th string, by the way, so 12 14. Then you've got 12 on the 3rd, 14 on the 4th, 12 14 on the 3rd again, and then 13 on the 2nd. So basically that. Alright, then the 15th fret, still in shape 4 of your pentatonics, you've got the bend up, basically takes you that all on the second string. So it's 15th fret full tone bend, 15 back down as it is, no bend, 13, 15, 2 13s, across to the first string, 15th fret, and then you've got 15 and 13 on that first string as they are with no bending, and then it's the 15th fret full tone bend on the second string up, and then hit it on the no bend 15th fret, 13 on the third, and then 14 to finish that lick. So let's play it slow. Here we go. So 3, 4, and again, 3, 4, and close. Got that last note wrong, but there you go, you get the idea. Let's move on to lick number 3. Okay, so that one I put variations in there just because the lick goes on a little bit further in the actual song, but I was just trying to demonstrate the way it was played, basically. So it's this area which you're going to work on for that. So this again is in shape 4 of the pentatonics, an A minor, and you're starting with the 13th fret on that second string, taking that to 15 on the same string but bending it up, and then pulling that off to the 14. So, and then on that third, obviously the second string, bringing in the 14th fret on the third string, back to the 13 on that second string. So the actual lick that you're going to practice is, and then you're going to try and repeat that round as a repetition. That makes sense. Repeat it round as a repetition. Yep, that makes a lot of sense. So that was the lick. I'll play it slower for you now. So it goes like this. So 3 and 4 and there you go. That was the premise for that lick number 3. Let's go into lick number 4, and this is towards the end of the solo for Stairway to Heaven. Here we go. Righto, this is one of my favourite licks actually within this solo. So you start with the 19th fret on that third string, so you're into shape 1 again but up the octave. So you could do it there. Anyway, so 19th fret, full tone bend, taking your little finger onto the 20th fret of that second string, going across to the 17th fret on the first string. So that's your first task, is to get those 3 separate notes. Back to the 20 on the second, and then you've got a bend up from the 19 and then down to the 17, probably going to pull that off to the 17 onto the 19th fret on the 4th string, and then roll your finger across to the 19th third string, back to the 17th third string, 19 4th string, 17 third string, hopping to and fro with this one, and then a full tone bend with some lovely Jimmy Page vibrato on top of that. There you go. Right, so let me play it slow. Here it goes. 3 and 4 and 1. That was was wrong. I'm going to do it again, but I'll leave this in the edit because it's quite good fun. 3 and 4 and... 3 and 4 and... Let's get on with the final lick, and I think you can probably guess which one it is. Here it comes. Right, the final lick. This one is fairly straightforward to sort of think about. So you're starting with a 17, or you can start with a 20. It's up to you on this one, but if you're going authentic, then it's going to be 17 or second string. And then you go 20th fret on that first string, pulling that off to the 17. So I would bar the 17 with your first finger, by the way. So, and then after the 17 pull off, or 20 pull off to the 17, you're going 17 on the second string again, and just repeating that round. Pretty much like that. So I'll play that a little bit slower again for you. You just got to work at the speed for this. Again, that's in shape 1 as well, but I'll play it slow for you now. So 3 and 4 and 1. And that is your final lick. I'll hand you back to me to sign it all off. There we go, we're at the end. So thanks to Charlie and Johns for my strings. You can find a link to all their stuff down the bottom there, and visit Patreon for lessons you won't find here on YouTube, and visit all sorts of other stuff like TikTok and Instagram for things that you also won't find here on YouTube. Nice. Right, that is it. Hope you do like it. Please do consider liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting that bell button, watching all my videos, giving them a thumbs up and commenting, because it does flipping help push this video along. And without this video being pushed, maybe I don't get the time to create more, because it needs to be pushed. Alright, there we go. Nice. Take note. Alright, talking to you. Yeah, you. Let's see you next week. See you later, everyone. Adios.